Hello, my dear students. This is Hina Kausar, and welcome back to the class. In the previous session, we were discussing about the numericals, right? One numerical we had discussed, that is question number 5. That is 2 point charges QA is equals to 3 microcoulomb and QB is equals to minus 3 microcoulomb are located 20 centimeter apart in vacuum. Considering this situation, we had solved the first part of the question, that is question number A. We had determined the electric field at the midpoint joining the centers of these charges, right? ಈ ಎರಡು ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಜಾಯಿನ್ ಆಗ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಒಂದು ಲೈನ್ ನ ಡ್ರಾ ಮಾಡಿ ಮಿಡ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಏನಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಡಿಟರ್ಮೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಸೊ ನಾವು ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಸೆಷನ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಸಪೋಸ್ ಟು ಡಿಟರ್ಮೈನ್ or we were supposed to answer question number B, right? So in question number A, we had find the electric field as 5.4 into 10 to the power of 6 Newton per Coulomb. Now let's try to solve the question number B. What is question number B? If a negative test charge of magnitude 1.5 into 10 to the power of minus 9 Coulomb is placed at this point, what is the force experienced by the test charge? So until you understand the question, read it again and again. Okay. So ಈ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಇಫ್ ಅ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಆಫ್ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನಿಟ್ಯೂಡ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್, ಆ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನಿಟ್ಯೂಡ್ ಏನಿದೆ 1.5 ಇಂಟು 10 ಟು ದಿ ಪವರ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೈನಸ್ 9 ಕೂಲಂಬ್ ಇದೆ. ಅದನ್ನ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ, ಅಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ this point is referring to the midpoint which was discussed earlier in the first part. Okay, so a midpoint hatra, midpoint O hatra ee charge na place madideve. So Q is equals to minus 1.5 into 10 to the power of minus 9 coulomb. Now in this situation what we have to do, we should calculate what is the force experienced by the test charge. ಈ test charge place ಮಾಡಿದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಈ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಏನು ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ನ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಅದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಡೂ, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ ವಿ ಶುಡ್ ಇಮ್ಯಾಜಿನ್ ದ ಸಿಚುವೇಶನ್, ಗಿವನ್ ಸಿಚುವೇಶನ್. ಸೊ ಎರಡು ಚಾರ್ಜಸ್ ಇದೆ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕಾಂಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿತ್ತು, ಎರಡು ಚಾರ್ಜಸ್ ನಾವು ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಎ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಬಿ ಹತ್ರ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಆ ಎರಡು ಚಾರ್ಜಸ್ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನಿಟ್ಯೂಡ್ ಏನು, ಕ್ಯೂ ಎ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನಿಟ್ಯೂಡ್ ಇಸ್ 3 microcoulomb, ಕ್ಯೂ ಬಿ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನಿಟ್ಯೂಡ್ ಇಸ್ minus 3 microcoulomb. And the midpoint of the line which is joining the centers of these two charges is O. I have represented the midpoint as O. At this midpoint, now we are introducing the charge which is having magnitude 1.5 into 10 power minus 9 coulomb, but they have specified the nature of the charge. The nature of the charge here is negative, therefore we will take the negative side. Okay, and the distance also we have already calculated. Distance between these two charges is 20 centimeters, therefore from midpoint the first charge distance will be 10 centimeter and the second charge distance will be, that is OB will be 10 centimeter. If we express it in meters, then it can be written as 0.01 meter. Now what we have to do, this is the situation. ಈ ಸಿಚುವೇಶನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಮೇಲೆ, ಈ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ನಾವೇನ್ ಮಿಡ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಂಟ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದೀವೋ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ನ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು. So let us assume that force which is experienced by this charge is capital F, right? And we know to calculate the force, the very simple formula what we can consider in this situation is F is equals to QE, right? Instead of Coulomb's law, why I have choose this formula? Because this gives the relation between electric field and force, right? Because electric field already first question number A ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು find out ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಬರೀ ಒಂದು ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋದು, ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ಇದೆ, ರೈಟ್? ಸೊ ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ದಿಸ್ ಗಿವನ್ ಡೇಟಾ, ಈ ಗಿವನ್ ಡೇಟಾನ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ರಿಲೆವೆಂಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಮತ್ತೆ ಅಪ್ರೋಪ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಯಾವುದು, ಎಫ್ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ಸ್ ಟು ಕ್ಯೂ ಇಂಟು ಇ, ರೈಟ್? ಸೊ ಈ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನಾವು ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ನ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಕ್ಯೂ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನಿಟ್ಯೂಡ್ ಅವ್ರು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, that is 1.5 into 10 to the power of minus 9. ಮತ್ತೆ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಕೂಡ ನಾವು ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ. The calculated electric field is 5.4 into 10 to the power of 6, right? Substituting both and simplifying, whole numbers na multiply ಮಾಡಿ ಈ exponentials na ಕೂಡ simplify ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. -9 plus 6 gives you -3. So the answer will be 8.1 into 10 to the power of -3 Newton. So this will be the amount of electrical force which will be experienced by this test charge which is placed at this midpoint, right? But what about the direction of the force? Force is a vector quantity, right? So magnitude calculate ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ. Then we should also mention about its direction. What would be the direction of this force which is experienced by this test charge? Obviously, this force will be acting in opposite direction to the electric field. Electric field ಯಾವ direction ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುತ್ತೋ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ opposite direction ಅಲ್ಲಿ force experience ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. Since we already know the electric field due to charge A and charge B, both the electric fields are acting in the same direction, that is from O to B. Therefore, since force will be acting in opposite direction, which means force will be acting in direction from O to A, right? So that is the fact. Electric field ಯಾವ direction ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುತ್ತೋ ಆ direction ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಒಂದು test charge ನ ಇಟ್ರೆ that test charge will experience the force which will be in opposite direction to that of electric field. So here this force will be acting in opposite direction, that is along O to A. So that answers your question number B. Okay. See, in examination when you are solving the numericals, you need not to draw the diagrams. This is just for your understanding. Okay. ನಿಮಗೆ ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಲಿ, ನಿಮಗೆ ಇಮ್ಯಾಜಿನೇಷನ್ ನ್ಯೂಮರಿಕಲ್ಸ್ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಕೆಪಬಿಲಿಟಿ it should get improved. So that is the reason I have mentioned the diagrams and all in everywhere in the slides, right? But when you are doing it in examination time, then what you have to do, you just need to write this numerical values. Okay, given data anta heli QA is equals to 3 microcoulomb placed at A. Likewise, you can write it in sentence and solve only this part. Okay, that is whatever written in the words and in numericals, those things you have to write it in the examination. So this part is only for your understanding. Okay, let's move to the next question. Okay, so question number 6. What is the question? A system has two charges. QA is equals to 2.5 into 10 to the power of -7 coulomb and QB is equals to -2.5 into 10 to the power of -7 coulomb located at point A, that is 0, 0, -15 centimeter, and B 0, 0, plus 15 centimeter respectively. What are the total charge and electric dipole moment of the system? So this is our question. So let's try to understand this question sentence by sentence. Okay. So first sentence ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅವರು, they have given two charges in a coordinate frame, right? 3-dimensional coordinate system ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅವ್ರು ಏನ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಎರಡು ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ನ ಸ್ಪೆಸಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಆ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಹತ್ರ ಏನ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಎರಡು ಚಾರ್ಜಸ್ ನ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. System has two charges, that is QA and QB, and they are located at the points A and B. Okay, so if you look at the points A and B, they are in coordinate system, right? So let us imagine a coordinate system. Coordinate means X, Y and Z, three axes kuda, three coordinates kuda ನಾವು imagine ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. So here blue line represents the X axis, green line represents Y axis, both positive and negative, and the yellow line indicates the Z axis. Okay, if you observe the given data, the charges are lying on the Z axis because X and Y they have mentioned it as 0, right? Therefore negative ಮತ್ತೆ positive Z axis ಮೇಲೆ ಈ ಎರಡು charges ನ place ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. So if I imagine this one, okay, so this Z axis is the positive Z axis and Z dash is the negative Z axis, then QA charges placed at this point. Okay, you can see in the diagram QA is placed in the negative Z axis and QB charge, that is -2.5 into 10 power -7 coulomb, that is placed in the positive Z axis. So we have imagined two charges placed in the negative and positive Z axis. So this is how you have to imagine. So that is the situation what they have given. Now what they have asked us to calculate, ನಾವು ಏನು calculate ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗಿದೆ, they have asked us what are the total charge and electric dipole moment of the system. Two keywords they have asked, that is the total charge and the electric dipole moment. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅದನ್ನ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಅಂಡ್ ದ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ ಇಸ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ದ electric dipole moment. So let's first calculate what is the total charge of the complete system. It's very simple. Total charge now in madbodu, we can just sum up these two charges since they have mentioned or specified only that there are two charges in the system. Therefore, if we sum up those two charges, that gives us the total charge, right? So it's very easy. The total charge of the system will be QA plus QB. QA value we know. QA value is 2.5 into 10 to the power of minus 7 coulomb. Substitute that value plus QB value, it's a negative charge, right? So minus of 2.5 into 10 to the power of minus 7 coulomb. So when we add these two things, what happens? We get the total charge of the system or the net charge of the system is equals to 0, right? Don't get confused. The charge of the system is 0, but it doesn't mean there is no charges in the system. It has equal amount of positive and negative charge. Since it has equal amount of positive and negative charge, it gets cancelled out and hence the net charge of the system is 0. So that is what we have calculated. So first part of the question has been answered. Okay. Moving to the second part of the question. Second part alli ನಾವು ಏನು calculate ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? We should calculate what is the electric dipole moment of the system, right? We know what is an electric dipole. If two equal and opposite charges are placed at a distance, that is called as electric dipole. So here also what they have done at two different points, they have placed two equal and opposite charges, which means this constitutes an electric dipole. Electric dipole ಇದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ರಿಲೇಟೆಡ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ electric dipole moment ಕೂಡ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಆ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, right? So that electric dipole moment we have to calculate in this situation. Let's just calculate this. So the electric dipole moment of the system, we know it is defined as the magnitude of either of the charge. ಎರಡು ಚಾರ್ಜಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಒಂದು ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನಿಟ್ಯೂಡ್ ನ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. That is multiplied by the distance between them. ಆ ಎರಡು ಚಾರ್ಜಸ್ ಮಧ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ನ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. That gives the electric dipole moment and we usually denote it by the letter P, right? So magnitude of any of the charge, let us consider if we consider the magnitude of one of the charges 2.5 into 10 to the power of minus 7 into distance between them. How come we took the distance? Since we know from the origin the charge negative first charge is lying at minus 15 centimeter and from the origin the second charge is lying at plus 15 centimeter. So total it becomes how much? 30 centimeter. So therefore what happens? Instead of expressing it in centimeters, we have expressed here it in meters. So 30 centimeter na 0.30 meters anta substitute ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ. So on simplifying this, when you multiply it, okay, so you'll get the value as 7.5 into 10 to the power of minus 8 coulomb meter. Okay, so that will be the unit for the electric dipole moment. And what about the direction of this electric dipole moment? We know electric dipole moment is a vector quantity. It has both magnitude and direction. Magnitude we have calculated here. And what about the direction? Direction is very simple. It is always from negative charge to the positive charge. Electric dipole moment direction ಏನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ always lies from, it originates from negative charge and terminates towards the positive charge. ಇಲ್ಲಿ negative charge ಎಲ್ಲಿ place ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ? The negative charge we have placed on the positive z-axis, that is at point B, right? And the positive charge we have placed at point A, that is on the negative z-axis. Therefore, the direction of dipole moment becomes from negative charge, means from B to A. So the direction will be from the point B to A or along negative z-axis, from negative to positive charge, right? So just like this. So this will be the direction of the electric dipole moment, right? I hope you understood this. So this answers your question, the second part of the question completely. So diagrammatically, I have just shown here, dipole moment always acts from negative to positive. So that is the theory, what you should remember. And in this present situation, negative charge density is placed at point B and positive charge it is placed at point A. Therefore, from negative to positive means the direction will be, electric dipole moment direction will be from B to A or in the negative Z axis. Okay. So this is about the numerical. As I said earlier, you need not to draw this diagram and all in the examination. What you need to do is you have to write this part, okay, the words and the formula and the numerical values what you have substituted and the simplification and the final answer with an appropriate SI unit. Those things are very important in the examination answer sheet. Okay. So that you should take care of. This is just for your understanding. I thought it will be helpful for you to imagine the given situation correctly. That is why I have included it in the slide. But otherwise, you just need to write the given data in numbers and then take the appropriate formula, substitute the appropriate value, and at the end, mention the result with appropriate SI unit. Okay, so let's move to the next question number 7. An electric dipole with dipole moment 4 into 10 to the power of minus 9 coulomb meter is aligned at 30 degrees with the direction of a uniform electric field of magnitude 5 into 10 to the power of 4 Newton per coulomb. Calculate the magnitude of the torque acting on the dipole. Okay. So what they have given in the question, let's try to imagine it. Question ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಒಂದು ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಡೈಪೋಲ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ, an electric dipole. ಆ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಡೈಪೋಲ್ ಗೆ ಏನು ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ, they are telling that it has a dipole moment of 4 into 10 to the power of minus 9 coulomb meter. Okay, so electric dipole moment we always usually denoted by letter P, vector P. So here I have took it as vector P, which is equals to 4 into 10 to the power of minus 9 coulomb meter. Now this electric dipole moment is aligned at 30 degrees with the direction of a uniform electric field of magnitude 5 into 10 to the power of 4 Newton per coulomb. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಡೈಪೋಲ್ ಮೂಮೆಂಟ್ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಅಲೈನ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಡೈಪೋಲ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಎರಡು ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಆಪೋಸಿಟ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಚಾರ್ಜಸ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ಡ್ ಅಟ್ ಅ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್, ಈ ರೀತಿ ನಾವು ಇಮ್ಯಾಜಿನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ರೈಟ್. ಈ ಡೈಪೋಲ್ ಮೂಮೆಂಟ್ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಮೇಕಿಂಗ್ ಅನ್ ಆಂಗಲ್ 30 ಡಿಗ್ರಿ. ಯಾವ್ದ್ರ ಜೊತೆ ಆಂಗಲ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ, ವಿತ್ ಅ ಯೂನಿಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್. ಯೂನಿಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ವಿ ವಿಲ್ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ಇಮ್ಯಾಜಿನ್ ಇಟ್ ಇನ್ ಪ್ಯಾರಲಲ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರೇಟ್ ಲೈನ್ಸ್, ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಲೈನ್ಸ್, ರೈಟ್. ಈ ರೀತಿ ಪ್ಯಾರಲಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಸ್ಟ್ರೇಟ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಲೈನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ. ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟುಡ್ ದಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅನ್ ಯೂನಿಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್. ಈ ಯೂನಿಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನಿಟ್ಯೂಡ್ ಏನಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದಾರೆ ಅವರು, ಯೂನಿಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನಿಟ್ಯೂಡ್ 5 into 10 to the power of 4 Newton per coulomb. ಓಕೆ, ಈ ಸಿಚುವೇಶನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಒನ್ ಮೋರ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಟೆಲ್ ದ ಸೇಮ್ ಥಿಂಗ್, ಲಿಸನ್ ಕೇರ್ಫುಲಿ. ಸೊ ದೇರ್ ಈಸ್ ಅನ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಡೈಪೋಲ್. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಡೈಪೋಲ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಇಮ್ಯಾಜಿನ್. ಆ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಡೈಪೋಲಿಗೆ ಡೈಪೋಲ್ ಮೂಮೆಂಟ್ ಇದೆ, ಅದರಿಂದ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನಿಟ್ಯೂಡ್ ಏನಿದೆ 4 into 10 to the power of minus 9 coulomb meter. ಈ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಡೈಪೋಲ್ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಅಲೈನ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಮೇಕಿಂಗ್ ಅನ್ ಆಂಗಲ್ 30 ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ವಿತ್ ದ ಯೂನಿಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್. ಒಂದು ಯೂನಿಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಡೈಪೋಲ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಆ ಯೂನಿಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಗೆ 30 ಡಿಗ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಂಗಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅದು ಅಲೈನ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಆ ರೀತಿ ನಾವು ಇಮ್ಯಾಜಿನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಆ ಯೂನಿಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನಿಟ್ಯೂಡ್ ಏನಾಗಿದೆ, ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ 5 into 10 to the power of 4 Newton per coulomb. So this is the situation what they have given to us. Now, what we need to calculate? We need to calculate the magnitude of the torque acting on the dipole. See why they have asked this question? Because theoretically we know that whenever we place an electric dipole in uniform electric field, ಒಂದು ಯೂನಿಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಡೈಪೋಲ್ ನ ಇಂಟ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಆ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಡೈಪೋಲ್ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್ ದ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕಲ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ and it will ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಆನ್ ಟಾರ್ಕ್, ರೈಟ್? ಟಾರ್ಕ್ ನ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಈ ಡೈಪೋಲ್ ನ ಯೂನಿಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಂಟ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದೀರಾ. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಇದು ಟಾರ್ಕ್ ನ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಆ ಟಾರ್ಕ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಏನಿದೆ, ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನಿಟ್ಯೂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಟಾರ್ಕ್ ಏನಿದೆ ಆ ಡೈಪೋಲ್ ಮೇಲೆ, ಆ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂನ ನಾವೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು, ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಲೆಟ್ಸ್ ರೈಟ್ ದ given data in words. So what are the things they have given? Electric dipole moment they have given. P is equals to 4 into 10 to the power of minus 9 coulomb meter. Just pen it down. Then angle made by P with the uniform electric field. Angle they have specified, that is theta is equals to 30 degrees. And also the magnitude of electric field has been given. So that is 5 into 10 to the power of 4 Newton per coulomb. So this is the given data. Now the next thing what we have to do, we interpreted the given data using the question. Next thing is thinking about the appropriate formula, right? So how to recall the formula? Torque has to be found, which means we have to remember a formula which is linking with the torque. Okay, magnitude of torque find out ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ formula ಯಾವ್ದಿದೆ? We know the formula is tau is equals to PE sin theta, right? If you observe the given data, it is very easy to substitute the values and find out what is torque, right? So tau is equals to P sin theta. P here is dipole moment, E is the electric field, theta angle they have already prescribed in the question. So let's substitute all the values. When we substitute all the values, P value is 4 into 10 power minus 9 into E value is 5 into 10 to the power of 4 into sin theta is 30 degree. So sin 30 degree we have substituted. Simplifying it further, whole terms na multiply mari. 5 into 4 becomes 20. Minus 9 plus 4 gives you minus 5, 10 to the power of minus 5. And sin 30 degree value we know, that is 1 by 2. So substituting it and simplifying it further, it gives you 10 to the power of minus 4 Newton meter, right? So 2 and this 20 gets cancelled, 10 power 1 and 10 power minus 5, it gives you 10 power minus 4 Newton per meter. So that will be the magnitude of the torque which will be acting on this electric dipole when it is placed in the uniform electric field. So final answer you should always express it in the appropriate SI units. That's very important. And also mentioning it in sentence, the final result. It gives a good impact when you are doing it so. Okay. So this is about the numerical. I hope you understood today's session. We will continue the same numericals in the next session.